Hey everyone, another video today on Phantom. So currently, Phantom stands at 47 cents, quite a significant move upwards over the past few days. Not much I can say right now, except for the fact that there's quite a lot of bullish signals coming from the chart, especially the 4-hour chart that I'm analyzing right now. Okay, so another update on the S&P 500. So it's quite interesting to see that the S&P actually bounced off the 200-day moving average. So very nice rejection actually. Look at the tail. So the price opened here, then the price dropped down, retested the 200-day moving average, then went back up with a very strong position of the close. And this created a very powerful tail at the bottom of this bar. Okay, and the volume was, quite decent actually. I would say this is probably one of the most bullish signs I've ever seen from the S&P 500 throughout this bear market. Okay, so yeah, I'm very bullish on the S&P. So as we know, crypto also follows traditional markets quite a lot, especially the US markets, because they are the biggest markets in the world, and yeah, it influences crypto quite a lot. So that more or less resulted in this huge impulsive move from Phantom, okay, which is one of my favorite coins, my favorite altcoins to accumulate during the bear market. So yeah, we start with analyzing the actual VSA, volume price action of Phantom. So initially we started off with a series of threatening price bars. I would say this is one bar here with pretty decent volume. Yeah, it's very high volume bar. So the price opened here, okay, dropped, then went up to 40 cents, then dropped down to, maybe around the half of or 40% of the bar, and it created a very strong tail at the top, which is a very bearish signal. But the price didn't really follow through, right? So, instead of getting something like a small range and then it dropped down, we didn't get anything like that. So no bearish follow through. Okay, so there's another price bar, I believe is around here. Okay, there is some evidence of selling. So the price started here in the middle of the bar, went down, then went up, and then closed at the top 25%, which created a small amount of tail at the top. And the volume was very high. Okay, so there is like slight evidence of selling. But then, no follow through. Again, no follow through, right? So there's one bar here with very strong tail at the top, but the volume though, the volume is not there. So I wouldn't really regard it as important. Okay, so we move on. Quite a lot of strong sentiment bars. Price open here. There was barely any chance to go up before it crashed all the way down and close at the bottom. Another one here. Okay, very strong sentiment bar to the downside, but yet the volume is, I would say, it's not very impressive. And again, no follow through. So after this bar, we got a bullish tail at the bottom here. Okay, and the volume was more or less the same as this strong sentiment bar to the downside. So it really shows quite a lot of result coming from the effort being put in by the bulls. So yeah, after this bar, we more or less went upwards non-stop. Okay, we have one threatening price bar here. So price open here to the bottom 25%. Okay, went down and went up quite strongly to 42 cents before dropping down to the bottom 25% of the bar and created a very strong tail at the top, which is a very bearish signal. But then you see the yeah, I mean, the volume was also high. That's also important. But then there wasn't any follow through, right? Like absolutely no follow through. Nothing like this. So the bears had multiple chances of creating a further downside, but they didn't succeed at all, which really suggested very strong bullish sentiment, in the market currently. So so the impulse actually happened after this. Okay, it went all the way up to like 49 cents, quite significant, right? And also one interesting thing to note is the volume. The volume throughout this entire wave, was supported. I mean, the volume was supporting the wave itself, and you see rising volume. So the price went up, slight tail at the top, okay, and then the next bar, very strong sentiment to the upside. So the price opened here, closed here, barely any tail, and the volume was higher than the one before. And the current bar right now, extremely high volume, right? Just look at the volume. So a bullish bar with a current tail being formed at the top of the bar. Okay, so we have to wait to see what happens after this. Maybe it might form a small range, okay, around here. Then we'll decide what will happen. But currently, I'm just seeing bullish signals everywhere in the screen, right? So yeah, that's really the situation now for Fantom. Extremely bullish, extremely bullish. But there seems to be a slight climactic action right here that I am seeing, but we have to see, right? We have to see what happens next. So one thing I want to see is very weak automatic rally coming out from this climactic sort of upward movement. So the next bar, hopefully it will be very weak in nature and a very low volume. Okay, and this is a good indication that the price might continue even further upwards. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you.